Hey everybody, this is Joel, aka OriginalRyou, and welcome to the first part of a series of videos for the Meet the Houseguests portion of the RNO show, which I guess in that 15 seconds it was a real mouthful. Essentially, I'm going to go over the 13 houseguests, what my opinions are of them, and essentially make my predictions on how far they're going to get and who might be the saboteur, because CBS revealed the new twist is a saboteur twist, which is a person who isn't playing to win, but obviously to sabotage other people's chances of winning. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that pans out, because somebody who's really deserving might talk to the mole and they don't even know it, and their chances of winning will lessen, if not extinguish entirely, because of that conversation they had. So it's really, really going to be an interesting season. Nobody can predict who will win because of the mole aspect, and it seems like a really colorful cast. Okay, we're going to start with Andrew Gordon. He's a podiatrist, which I'm actually going to look up now on Wikipedia. A branch of medicine devoted to the study, diagnosis, and treatment of the disorders of the foot, ankle, and lower leg. So, automatically, I'm thinking of Dr. Will from Season 2, because he too was somebody in the medical field. I think it had something to do with the face or something, what Dr. Will did. I can't really remember. Andrew really seems like the schemer sort of type. I mean, he quintessentially says in his strategy that his formula for winning is Kesar plus Will plus George and Russell from Survivor, and that's his game plan. And note, he probably means Russell Hans, which is the worst strategy you could pick to try to manipulate and use for yourself, because Russell did not win in either season that he was in on Survivor. People did not appreciate his gameplay. Danielle D'Orenzo, the winner of Survivor Panama, was appropriate enough to say that he really sucks at jury management, and if Andrew makes it to the final two and he backstabs a lot of people and uses Russell's strategy, I mean, I think it'll be a repeat of that. I think people will overlook him because of all the backstabbing he's done, and he's basically going to screw himself over from winning. So it's going to be interesting on whether or not he's going to make it far, if he's really going to copy that game plan, that gameplay. It says here he's stubborn, spontaneous, and sneaky. He's tall, cute, Jewish. He seems kind of kooky and kind of strange, because some of his favorite activities is like going to Toys R Us and let's see. What he's most afraid of: snakes, heights, beauty, it can control me, and rabbis scare him, self-guilt. I don't really know what he means there. And he seems very ready to stir the pot in the Big Brother house, so yes, he definitely seems to be the schemer, and he's potentially the saboteur. He's one of the 5 people I think he's going to be, that will be the saboteur in this season. So in terms of predicted placement, I think he's going to make it to the jury if he doesn't rub people the wrong way. I think he will not make it to the top 6, because he definitely seems like an odd character. He might be a bit cocky. He seems so ready to be the schemer and to really play the game. That might work against him, who knows. The next person on the list is Annie. I'll bring her bio up. Oops. Annie Whittington. She's a bartender. Her 3 adjectives that describe her are outgoing, overdramatic, and loyal. Overdramatic kind of scares me. And she says she's going to be herself. That's her strategy. And her life motto, I have to add this in: when life gives you lemons, say fuck the lemons and bail. and it's her destiny to win Big Brother. So there wasn't enough on the Meet the House Guest video to really get a good idea of what Annie is like, what her game plan is. She has the looks and she seems to have a decent personality, but whether or not being herself will work for or against her, we don't know yet. She might be more sneaky and devious than we expect, and she said in the video that she will use, I guess, being bisexual as a secret weapon per se. So I don't know. I think there was a season in Big Brother past where people lied about being bisexual, and that really worked against them. Oh yeah, Big Brother 9, I believe Sheila and somebody else, and people thought that was unnecessary, probably like Joshua. So who knows, really. I don't think she's going to make the jury because I don't know really enough about her to really get an idea where she's going to stand in the other house guests' eyes. I think her using her bisexuality as a secret weapon will work against her for sure, and this is a WordPad file, mind you. I think it'll work against her, and I don't know enough about her to be surefire that she'll make it to the jury phase or not. So, interested to see what she'll bring to the table. I can't really say anything more about her. The next person on the list, oh what the hell, why do I have Gamefly up? Brendon. Very handsome guy. He has the muscles, as he said very, very clearly in... No, not what he said, what Julie said very, very clearly in the Meet the House Guest video. He calls himself fun, driven, and intelligible, and his strategy is get girls to like me and turn them against each other, so that's going to be interesting. And what I put here is one of his quotes in the video. Not scared of a hot girl with big boobs and a nice ass, but he's scared of the down-to-earth girl with the genuine personality, which is might be bad for Kathy then, who I will get to in the next part probably, or the part after that. How he's going to place in the game, I'm not sure. I don't think he'll be the first to go. I think he'll make it a few rounds, probably to the jury phase, and then get booted. That's my prediction. I don't think he will win the game. I don't think he has the strongest game plan in comparison to some of the other people's whose bios I read. I mean, who knows? I definitely do not think Andrew's going to win. I don't think Annie's going to win. Brendon might have a chance of winning, but we have to wait and see. Again, I don't have enough information on him to really make a thorough analysis of his gameplay and whether or not he has what it takes. Alright, we have enough time. The next person on the list is Britney. I believe she's the youngest person in the house, right? Yeah, she's 22 years old, so she's the youngest person in this season. Hotel sales manager. Argumentative, comedic, and opinionated, so that might be interesting. And one of her strategy apparently is pretending to be nice and always a bit elusive. People want what they can't have. And doesn't like forced alliances, and I probably said "and" way too many times right now. She seems interesting. I mean, I watched the Meet the House Guest video, and she seems to have an idea of what she's doing. She seems ready to be the nice girl, but at the same time, in the background where people can't see her, she's ready to be devious and conniving. That's what my take is on her, and I think she might possibly have something to bring to the table, and that's why I put her as one of the possible top 6. Why I think she'll be in the top 6 and possibly win? Well, she's a pretty girl. People really like house guests that are easy on the eyes, and I don't know. I just have a gut feeling that she'll make it to the top 6 at least. I could be completely wrong. She might be one of those people who will either get very far or will be one of the first people to go, but we'll have to wait and see. So that's the first part of the cast analysis of the RNO show for Big Brother 12. Hope you guys are enjoying so far, and as in every part, feel free to put in your own opinion or your own analysis of people and the house guests. I mean, this isn't just my opinions, this is also your guys' opinions, and they're really important too. So feel free to comment, feel free to speak your mind about the house guests or my own analysis of the people I've talked about so far. And this goes true for every video after this, and I will see you guys for part 2.